Hey guys, today I am filming my planning on panning for 2023. I'm so excited because I have chosen a ton of products that I would love to get out of my collection, but I have a lot of full-size products here and full-size things that have barely been used. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge. I did recently post my 2022 makeup empties. I will have that linked in the cards. I was able to reach my goal of 100 products. This year, I'm not putting that same expectation on myself because the reason I hit 100 was because of a lot of minis. And that is not necessarily going to be the case this year. I really want to focus on full-size things intentionally because I did spend money on these. I'm also going to be doing a low buy this year, so we'll see how that goes. I will still keep up with my monthly decluttering, and you know, the amount of things varies, but I'm going to try to be better about having less things, but I still want to enjoy my makeup and try new things just in moderation. So it's a new journey for me. We're seeing how it's gonna go. But I have been doing this year-long project pan style video since I started panning in 2015. I will have some previous years linked down below in case you're just wanting to see things I've panned. And usually in these updates, I will also let you know all the makeup that I used up within the 2 months since my last update. I'm not gonna be doing that this year. I'm actually gonna be incorporating that into a new series. So in these videos, I'm just going to be updating you on all of these products here, but don't fret, these videos I'm sure will still be long enough. I have tons of things. I have not pre-marked everything or pre-weighed everything, but I will put some markings and weights up on the screen for you so you guys will be able to see it as of the time it's going up. I also wanted to mention that some of these things have already been put into my winter project pan because I start that in December. Usually I film this intro like 2 days after my winter project intro and then I just post it late. I didn't do that this time. So some of these things here already have some usage. If you want to see what they looked like completely full or when I officially started using them, you can check my winter project pan intro, which I will link up in the cards. And I shouldn't really be spoiling much progress because I just posted an update. So getting into the products, let's start with perfumes. I actually wasn't even sure if I was going to specifically pan any perfumes this year, but I realized I have a few things that are old or some things that are close to being used up, so why not? And really the first product that made me think about doing this was when we were traveling for Christmas and I brought one of my little scent birds with me. And this is Guerlain Mon Guerlain. I pulled it out of the packaging and I realized I really didn't have much left. And this is a perfume that I love in the fall and winter time. And I marked it from when I decided let's start panning this, and I'm already about halfway done with that. So this will be done by my next update, which is great. I already have the full size of it, and it's like the smaller of the full sizes. So if I really wanted to travel with it, depending on where I'm traveling, you know, in a car, not on a plane, I could do it. The next perfume that I'm thinking about working on would be Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. So I have a Scentbird size of this as well, but I also have a full-size bottle, and you can see I'm about halfway done with my full size, and this is actually decently old in my collection. So while it would be easier to use up my Scentbird because, you know, I have like less than half of this left, I really like this one for traveling, and I do take this with me a lot in spring, summer. So while this would be easier, because it's newer, I think maybe I should focus on the full-size bottle. So I haven't marked it, but I will. Let me know your thoughts on this. But right now I'm saying I should just use this because I really don't get sick of this perfume. I can use it every day in spring, even going into summer. So like I said, I will mark it, but I have about half of the bottle left. If I can finish it, that would be great. If I can use up half of where I'm starting from, I will be fine with that as well. And then this perfume, I don't know how far I'm going to get on this. This is YSL Black Opium. I used to really like this scent, not my favorite anymore. I've said a couple times, this to me smells like weed on me. I don't get that on other people, but I think Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, is a sweeter version of this perfume on me. So I would like to get this used up. So once I finish Mon Guerlain, I'm going to focus on this, and then I'll probably put it aside till fall. So by my next update, I'll let you guys know if this is something I want to continue working on, or if I want to just like put it back in my collection, or pass it on. So then getting into the makeup, I have a lot of these in twos. So first I've got 2 primer sprays, and these are just like dewy or hydrating facial mist because I'm oily. Primer sprays, how it's going to work for me to use them up. Because these are full size, essentially brand new, my hope was to finish each of these in about 6 months. But I don't know if it's going to happen because I've already started working on this Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veiled Mist. I was here, then after a month I got down to here. A month of daily use. At that rate, this will not be finished in 6 months. So I don't even know if I love this enough to use it for 8 months. So I'm gonna let you know by next update if I'm gonna wanna try to push through and pan it or if I want to just pass it on. But the other mist I plan on using as a primer spray is also brand new and full size, the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. I've only used this once or twice so far, so we'll see my thoughts on this one as well. Both of these are gonna take a long time. Peach and Lily has 100 mils or 3.38 fluid ounces, and ColourPop has 110 mils or 3.72 ounces. So that's a lot of mist. Then for primers, I have four full-size primers. I might be biting off a little bit more than I can chew, but I'm just gonna do my best. So the first primer I have that I want to use in winter, I've already started, the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. This was absolutely brand new a month ago. So I made this much progress in a month, which I think is fantastic. So I would like to finish this completely. I will mark it for you, but right now I'm right after the A in base. And then another primer I want to use up is the Vesca Soft Sun Radiant Skin Primer in Sunrise, which is a more yellow tone shade. This brand is no longer in business. But the reason that I want to pan this is because it says it has a 6-month shelf life. I've already had it for over a year, so I definitely need to finish it this year. This is something that because it's hydrating, I can only use in winter, maybe the early parts of spring. This is something I think I can get away with using a little bit more. So probably by the end of my winter project, I will see where I'm at with this and then assess if I want to continue working on this through spring or if I want to move on to this. So we'll see, but if I can finish them both, that'd be great. But I also want to work on this smaller but still mighty size of the Murad Oil and Pore Control Mattifier. And this one has SPF. The SPF has already expired. It expired April of 2022. So I do want to just go ahead and finish this. This is brand new to me. It has 23 mils or 0.8 fluid ounces. I thought it maybe had ½ ounce, but 0.8, that's still a lot. And this is a consistency where you can't use a whole ton. So we'll see. I'll use this one in summer. So like I said, I might be challenging myself, but I'm gonna do my best. And then I want to use this, and I think I can use it in combination with all of those. I'm using it right now with the Tarte, the Dr. Brandt Pore Defining Primer. I have a backup of this and it takes forever to get through, so I want to finish it. It is 1 ounce and I will mark it. But I am down to here. So you might be like, oh, Heather, you'll finish that so fast. I won't finish that so fast. I might take like 4 to 6 months to finish this because I only need a small amount because it's very spreadable. So we will see, but I can definitely finish it this year, which I will feel good about because I do have a backup. Next, I have 2 foundations. Again, I'm hoping that it will only take me 6 months or under to finish each of these. So the first 6 months of the year, I'm gonna be using the Kosas Revealer Foundation in Very Light Neutral 100. This is in my winter project pan, but it's in a glass bottle, so it's too heavy to weigh. The product isn't settling for me to see where it is. I am enjoying it. I'm gonna do my best. And then for the second half of the year, I wanna focus on my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation Matte in Fair. The SPF has already expired, but I would still like to get it out. And I think that this will work well for me summer and fall. Next, I have 2 under eye correctors. That's not a product I tend to use or necessarily need, but I bought 2 last year, so I wanna go ahead and finish them. And first is this Sigma Color Correcting Duo in Light to Medium. I initially thought I was going to just try to hit pan on this, but the other day I hit pan on the deeper shade and I have only used this not even that many times. So I feel like that means the pans are pretty shallow, so I think it won't be asking too much of me to finish this completely in, let's say, 6 months. So here's what this is looking like. So I am going to start the year using this one because it is a little bit more of a hydrating formula. So we'll see if it takes me 4 months, 6 months, hopefully no longer than that to finish. And then the second half of the year, I will work on the Milani Conceal and Perfect Under Eye Brightener in number 2 Melon. I've used this one only like 10 times, so a little goes a long way. This tube here could take me 6 months. Then we have 2 concealers. I am going to start the year off with the Kosas Revealer Concealer in 0.5 Neutral. And the concealer and foundation are not old. I got them last spring, but I know Kosas products tend to expire quickly, so that's why I went to focus on this. So again, we'll see how long it takes. I can see through the packaging slightly, but this is something that I am weighing. And then I'm gonna move on to this one, the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. I don't like this as much as the original formula. My color is 12 and Fair Neutral. I've only used it a handful of times. This comes with so much product. I'm not even feeling confident I can finish 2 concealers by the end of the year, but I'm going to do my best. I'm trying to remain hopeful here, not already start to feel defeated. Then I have 3 loose powders that I would like to use up. First would be these from Too Faced. So I have the Born This Way and the Peach Perfect. I really like these. I like them so much that I have these jars that are mostly full and then 2 backups. And I really did not use them much last year. I used my Dermablend powder because that's such an easy one for me. I don't have to mix it with anything. But like these backups still exist, so I want to finish my jars of these. The Too Faced is in my winter project pan, so again, I want to hopefully finish this in the first 6 months of the year, and then I will move on to the Peach Perfect as it is mattifying. And then I'm hoping somewhere in the year I can find time to finish this as well. This is the Sigma Soft Focus Setting Powder. I have the lightest color, Vanilla Bean. I feel like this doesn't come with that much product because I'm already almost halfway done with this, which is nuts. So I would love to finish this one as well. All of these are too dark for under my eyes, so I will be using those to set my face. Then for cheek products, I am not going to be using any powder, blush, bronzer, highlighter, but I will be using some cream products. So I am going to be rolling over from last year, my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. I did make a lot of progress on this, using this as a foundation mixer to help deepen my foundations, and that is how I will mostly use it again this year. I feel like over top of foundation it can tend to sheer it out a bit, so I would love to finish this. It is older in my collection. And then over top of my foundation, I want to use the Iconic London Sheer Bronze in Caramel Glow. And even though this was not in my project last year, I used it a ton and I think it looks beautiful, so it would be wonderful to finish this. And I was able to get the weight of this completely full, so I will tell you the weight of this product brand new and then where I'm starting for this project. Here I did work on my Persona bronzer stick in Doom, but I decided to put that back in my collection and use something different this year. And I'm going to be using this little mini of the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer in Seychelles. And this is beautiful, a great formula. And this mini comes with 6 grams of product, which is nuts because the Make It by Mario Soft Sculpt, that is a full-size product. It comes with 5 grams. So you get a whole gram more in this mini Tarte than you do the Make It by Mario. And I thought about using that one because there's less of it, but it's a formula that I really love and would probably repurchase. So I decided to pan this instead. I like this one as well. This probably is in my top 5, but it would be at number 5. So I have 4 others I like a little bit more, but this is a great color and formula. Super easy to work with. And then I've decided that like liquid highlight's not for me. So I would love to finish this year if it's possible. The Flower Beauty Spotlight Liquid Highlight in Opal. It is the lightest shade out of 3. And I will mark this one as well, but I am about halfway through the O and Flower, unless there's, you know, some product stuck to the sides up here. So I feel pretty good about where I'm starting with this. It is a really nice formula, but just not a product I tend to use a whole lot. And lastly for face, we have setting sprays. Again, 2 brand new full-size products. I'm hoping I can finish each of these in 6 months. The first half of the year, I will be using the Urban Decay De-Slick. It's supposed to be an oil control setting spray, but I don't find it to be the most mattifying. And a lot of the other things I'm using right now are hydrating. So if this does have any mattifying properties, I could use it right now. And then the most mattifying setting spray that I have is the Too Faced Peach Mist. I've used one of these in the past. It does have that powder in it, so you have to really shake it up. So that could possibly get on my nerves, but it is one of the older sprays in my collection. I would like to finish that up. So now I have just a few eye products. I have so many different shadows in my collection. I really want to rotate. I don't want to spend my time just using one thing. But I would like to finish up this Anastasia eye primer. I did use it some last year, but I mostly just focused on my Urban Decay because that one was clear. I do apply this, I put some on the back of my hand and then apply it to my lids with a damp sponge, and that works really nicely. So I'm gonna keep it up. There's a lot of air in here, so I will have to just weigh this one, but I feel like this is gonna take me a while, which is fine. I really like it. It's supposed to only last 6 months. Smells fine, works fine. I've definitely had it for over a year. And then I do have 2 full-size cream shadow sticks I'd like to finish. This one in the first half of the year, and I've already made some good progress because this is in my winter project. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Rush. So this is like a duochrome purpley blue color. Very pretty, but not something that I think I would repurchase, but it is, I think, my oldest caviar stick, so that's why I want to focus on that one. And then for the second half of the year, when I'm using more warm tone looks, and I actually have already been using this now whenever I am, again, going with a warm tone look. This is from the Balm. It is the Batter Up Shadow Stick in the shade Curveball. I've actually used one of these up before and repurchased it. It's a really great color. I like this formula as well. I like Laura Mercier a little bit better, but this is the only one from the Balm I have, and literally the rest of my shadow sticks are Laura Mercier besides a mini Bobbi Brown, so I kind of like having them all Laura Mercier. So that's a silly reason, but it's also a little bit older, so it would be great to finish the both of those. Then I have a pencil liner that is when I bought in the Sephora spring sale last year. I shouldn't have, it was a waste of money. It's okay, but not amazing. ColourPop's just as good. The Patrick Ta Precision Gel Liner in Copper Gold. When I rolled this up, I was like, that's all I have left. Like, I've used this, but I haven't used this. You guys, excuse me, that is literally it. That is literally it. It won't take me that long to get through this. It is a warmer shade. I might be able to use this in spring, but I might use it later in the year. I knew I was gonna pan this one this year, and I literally had not rolled it up until a few days ago, and I was like, that's it. And I don't think any of this has ever broken off or anything, but it is very creamy, and I feel like you do end up using a lot, so that shouldn't be challenging, but it would be great to have a pencil liner used up out of my collection. And then I do want to just show you the progress on the eyeshadows I'm using to set my primer. So I still have this little pan here of my Illamasqua Matte White Powder in Intrigue. I'm gonna just keep repressing what I have left into here, but I'm not gonna call this an empty every time I finish it. I will just count the entire powder as an empty, and I want to finish that by the end of the year. I've had it in my collection for literally ages, and I would like it to be done, but this is amazing to highlight under my brow bone. And the product I have left is broken, so I can't show it to you easily. I might take a picture and put it on the screen, but I don't feel like there's a need to repress it now because I will again have to repress it to put it in this smaller pan. So I'll take a picture for you, but just a couple of chunks left, which is amazing. And then for setting the primer in my crease, after I used up my Wet n Wild Brulee, I tried to think about what I would maybe want to use. And I decided I'm going to use this. It's gonna take me forever. This is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation in Fair 120N. This is too light for me to use on my face. I can use this to help, you know, clean up under my cheek products, which I can still do and I may still do, but I would just like love to see what progress I make, maybe how long it takes me to hit pan using this literally to set my primer and to clean up the outer edge of my shadow. So I mostly am focused down here. So it's wearing away a little bit. All of the imprint is gone, but this is gonna take forever just using to set my eyes, but why not track the progress with you? Then I'm adding in a lot of lip products I may be Again, overshooting this, but that's okay. For lip scrub, I would like to finish the Kaja Balmy Bento and Pina Colada. I don't normally like Pina Colada scents, and I haven't used this at all yet. I think it smells fine, like it's not gonna drive me too nuts, but here's what the scrubby bit looks like. And then on the top is the balm. I'm of course going to try this, but my goal is not, as of right now, to finish the balm. I just want to finish the lip scrub, and I will keep this in my shower to make it easier to use. Then my nighttime lip balm I'm gonna be using this year is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Peppermint. These full-size ones are huge. They have so much product, and I've got, you know, some fingernail stabs in here and whatnot. I'll try to put a picture so you can see it a little bit better. But this is gonna take forever. I, again, want to just track the progress here with you and just see truly how long it takes me to use up a full size of one of these. And then I have a couple of regular lip products that I'm thinking about putting in my purse throughout the year as my purse lip balm. And normally this is something that I would be very against, which is so dramatic, but for some reason, for me, I feel like I'm cheating if I'm reapplying a gloss over and over again like it's a lip balm, when I could actually just be using a lip balm, which is what that's kind of intended for. But I'm getting over myself this year and see maybe what I want to do with these 3 products. So they're all, again, full size, barely used. This is the Lunar Beauty Lip Oil in Dare Me, which is the slightly peach scented one. This is not something, none of these really are something I would really wear on their own because they're so sheer. So I have this one. Then I have the Tower 28 Lip Jelly in Chill. The only reason I have this in a full size is because 2 years ago I was part of the limited edition duo that had an exclusive shade, and I'm really happy I have that shade, but I'm literally never going to use a clear gloss. So as a lip balm product is probably going to be the best way for me to use it up. So I'm thinking about maybe focusing on these. But I'm also considering this, so we'll see what ends up happening. This is a matte Glow Play lip balm. I'm really mad at myself for buying these. The pigment is so sheer, and my dumb behind thought it'd be a great idea to literally buy the nude color. Sweet treat. But compared to other tinted lip balms, this is a little bit thicker and it actually is more hydrating. So I do think that this would be fine. And I put it on right before this video, and it doesn't make my lips look too pale, so it might, holy crap, look how much. Okay, that's a lot of products. I don't know, maybe I'll focus on these first and then go to this if there's time. I don't know, but these are 3 lip products that I am thinking about using as my purse lip balm. So then for the fun part, my colored lip products, these are all glosses because that is the product I buy the most, have the most of, and really need to work through. So for winter, I have these 2 minis that I've already started working on. This is the Buxom Full On Lip Cream in Cur Royale. You can see I've already used up more than half of this, but in my winter project, I started out up here. So very happy with how much progress I made in just a month, and I've actually been combining it, like wearing them together, and that's working, thank goodness. Of the M Cosmetics True Gloss and Secret Blush. I can see through the packaging a little bit, which is very exciting. So I'm hoping that these will be done in the next couple months. Then for spring, I have the both of these. I don't know if I can get through the both of them, but I'm gonna try my best. This is a mini Lawless Forget the Filler gloss in Daisy Pink. I believe this comes with half of the full size. I like this formula, but this is not my favorite shade, so I would like to use it up. And then this product is older in my collection, which is why I wanna finish it. The NARS Oil Infused Lip Tint in Orgasm. And this is pretty sheer, but it does have a little bit of that color changing effect. So I might end up pairing this with a lip liner, but we'll see when I get to my seasonal project. I feel like this has a lot of product in it. So if I get through the both of these in spring, that would be amazing. If a little bit of this is left, I feel like I could use that in summer too. But my main focus for summer is going to be this full-size Tower 28 Milky Lip Jelly in Coconut. This is my oldest Tower 28 gloss, and I did just buy this past year's limited edition holiday duo that had a limited shade, and then it had another coconut. So that's another reason why I want to finish this up. I am down here, so essentially full, but I have had some friends who were able to get through these relatively easily because they're a very like smooth formula, not sticky, so you can reapply these decently often. So we'll see. And then I really don't think I'll get through both of these in fall, but I'll make a decision as we get closer. So again, one of the older lip products in my collection would be the NARS Oil Infused Lip Tint. This one is the nude color Primal Instinct. But then I also wanted to work on my Rowan Liquid Lip Balm in Charlie because this is a natural brand. It will go bad quicker than other products. And I have a backup of this because I was able to get it for such a good price, and I love this color and formula. So I've got good reasonings behind wanting to work on all these products, but I feel pretty confident about the other things. I just think that one of these might have to wait until next year, but we'll see. I will do my best. And those are all the things in this project that I would like to finish by the end of the year. I'm really excited to see how my progress goes, and it is still something I feel like I'm gonna have to keep repeating to myself, like, you're not gonna finish 100 things. It's okay. Prioritize your full-size products. Enjoy using them. Don't focus so much on the progress. Like, I'm gonna have to keep repeating that to myself, but we will see how I progress. I may end up adding things in, taking things out, maybe decluttering products even from my collection. So we will see how it goes. I will be updating this every 2 months. And again, like I said, my other like miscellaneous makeup empties, that is gonna be moved into a new series. Intro will be coming in like a week or so, but I would love to know if you guys are doing a year-long project. What types of project pans do you plan on doing this year? I'm also going to be doing a year-long rolling non-makeup project pan. I've already posted that intro, and I of course will continue to do my 4 seasonal projects, but I would love to know what you guys plan on doing for this year. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.